Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Dean and Scott Sigalek kayan dito. So how's everybody? Hope everyone are doing good and great. And how about you, Han? How are you?
Well, I'm fine. I'm fine. I think you said our name wrong again.
Hmm?
I think you said our name wrong again. You went
Huh?
Ito. Talakayan Ito. You said a word about this.
Talakayan dito.
Talakayan Ito.
So
How are
what you
you?
gonna start
You're all
again?
better now? You're all healthy? Took all your
Yeah, I'm
medicine?
feeling
Get
better.
rid of all the colds?
Actually, I didn't take any more medicine. It's already fine.
That's good.
Sometimes only I do barking. Still have cough and running nose, but not like. So how
Hang
about
on.
you?
Yeah, hang on just a minute. I forgot to shut something off.
So hello guys, hope everybody's doing good and great. So actually here, a lot of people have trouble about sick, fever, cough, and runny nose because of the weather here. And usually right now, especially those area have a snow and really cold. So yeah,
It's warming up. It's warming up.
it's warm. It's good.
Always warming up.
So what? Manilig na.
What? What'd I do?
So we talk about what? We talk about
LDR, I guess. Yeah, LDR. We haven't talked LDR in a while,
L
so LDR.
L okay. We
You
talk
know,
about LDR. Mm-hmm.
we like to piss
So
people off, so we'll make people mad. We'll talk LDRs because most people don't believe in LDRs. So we'll talk a little LDR,
mm-hmm.
get them riled up. Most people say you can't
Okay.
be in LDR if you've never met. Not allowed to be. It's no good for you. It's terrible. It's the worst thing in the world because either the Filipinas scamming the foreigner or the foreigner scamming the Filipina. So LDRs are no good.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But for me, it depends the situation. It depends on situation. No? Some maybe some Filipino or foreigner experience like that, but situation. But for me, I believe LDR because you give time to talk like that. What else? Time and effort to spend to talk to those person who is what call that one LDR. Some people don't believe because maybe they don't have an LDR, so that's why they have a relationship is not LDR. What was that one?
Or they had a
That's what in
bad LDR where either a Filipino ripped him off or he ripped her off or something like that. So because of that, LDR
mhm.
are bad, no good. Shouldn't be doing them.
But for me, of course, I believe LDR because you spend time. Yeah, you didn't together. You don't have what's called that one. You spend your time together, or you didn't have time to go together, like some date, something like that, because you are in LDR. But it talks about like you are spending time, especially like us, we are different time zones, so we give time to talk, to chat, like that. Yeah, I believe LDR. So because you spend time, LDR maybe for me is only time you spend, but not what called the part together, both together because you are in LDR.
Well, critics say that oh LDRs are no good because you never been to the I never been to the Philippines or the foreigner's never been to the Philippines. So he don't know if she's telling the truth about her lifestyle. You don't know if she's telling the
Mhm.
truth about not having a boyfriend because there are some Filipinos, just like foreigners are scammers too. There's Filipinos that are scammers. But, a foreigner wouldn't know if the Filipina has a boyfriend Filipino there and they're just doing this to try and get money from foreigners and stuff. Or just the opposite way around, foreigners are scamming the Filipina. So they say, "Oh, you don't know what's going on over there. You never been to the Philippines. You can't talk about it and stuff." And it's like me. I talk about the Philippines from what I've learned. And I say, "Here's what I hear."
Mhm.
I don't know what exactly the Philippines is like. I've never been there. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know what it exactly is like. Just from listening, watching YouTube and stuff like that. Uh, so yeah, for that part, I get all that. You know how bad of I've never been there, so can I guarantee Lynn is telling the truth about everything? No, but can Lynn guarantee that I'm telling the truth about everything? No, not until we meet in person. I
Mhm.
we get all that. We get all that. I think both of us
Yeah.
understand that. You know, uh, but it's always crazy to hear people talk about LDRs. But then they see certain people in the chat and they say, "Oh well, yours is okay because we're friends with you on YouTube." Well, no, let's not play the game. Come out and say what you feel. Come out and say what you got to say. Uh, Especially to
Mhm.
me. Don't be afraid to say it to me. I'm not going to get upset about it because I feel the way I feel about it. If you treat an LDR the right way, uh, both people treat it the right way, you're going to learn a lot more than you would if you're there in person. Just because when you're there in
Yeah.
person, you're busy doing other things. You're busy doing this, working the
Mhm.
store. You're busy living life. Whereas this, when we talk on our LDR right here, we make time to talk and talk about things and listen to each other. But when you're
Yeah.
there together, a lot of times you're just running around doing stuff. You don't take the time really to pay attention to what's going on. Yes,
Mhm.
like for me, I need to get over there so I can meet you in person uh, and see what life is about. And you need to have me come over there so you can meet me in person because nothing's
Mhm.
given. We get to meet in person, and either you might not like me or I might not like you. Once you get to know each other,
Mhm. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
understand all that, but that's if you treat the LDR the correct way, I think you can learn a lot about another person, whether it's true or not true. Uh, there's a lot to learn. So then you get over there and you're scammed. That's why when you go over there, you can't go over there and put I can't put everything on Lynn's plate just like she can't put everything on my plate until we meet in person and we see each other and know okay she's been telling
Yeah.
the truth or he's been telling the truth, stuff like that.
Mhm. Yes.
There's a way to do an LDR and there's not a way to do the LDR. I've heard stories guys have lost thousands and thousands of dollars to Filipinas because they meet a
Mhm.
Filipina and she's so beautiful and young and he's so old and ugly that to have a girlfriend like that, he's going to send her thousands. Oh, build us a house. Go buy some land. Let me send you money. Let me send you money. And they say the girl
Yeah.
scammed him. And really, 90% of the time, I'll bet you, the guy's handing her the money. And even if she asks, the guy shouldn't be handing her the money either way, right? It'd be
Yeah.
like you saying, "Hey, I'll go buy us some property." Well, you and I both know better than that. Not until we meet are we gonna know anything. So, uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
these guys that are losing money to these Filipinas, it's not the Filipinas' fault. The guy's giving her the money. She ain't reaching into his bank account, taking his money out and putting it in her pocket.
Yeah.
He's giving it to her. Here, go buy us some property. Go buy us a house. Whether she's telling the
For
truth or
me,
lying, it's not totally her
yeah,
fault. Because like they say over
because
here, there's a saying over here, sometimes guys don't think with the right head. You got a head here and you
because
got a head down there, and the guys don't think with the right head.
yeah, there's sometimes like that, no, but n- don't maybe give first you love first yourself like that. Yeah, because sometimes if you if you trust the person like 100%, not maybe 100%, especially if you are not yet met, and if you give all your asset, all your savings, and then you never know. Yeah, you meet like once a while, but like I think there have sometimes you have to be limit, especially when talk about money, because that's money can give you, sometimes people disalign something like that when you talk about money like that, and don't much tolerate if ever when talk about money, because sometimes yeah people, yeah, you what call that one, you trust those person, but sometimes if you trust also your asset, like sometimes people will change something like that. So it depends the people that's your LDR. Maybe sometimes you're blind, but sometimes we have to observe also, like it's this right that I give to her or to him all of this like that. You have to think also for yourself, not because fall in love, you want like that you like that person, something like that. You have to be you love yourself also, not because something like that. So not 100%, you have to be um, maybe 10% to yourself, something like that. So it's really hard that all of yours you give it to, like that. And
Right.
he didn't know, even if you are married already, sometimes in the long run, you cannot say that, you're in good terms like that. That's why some people are divorce or separate like that, because the situation will change like that, not because maybe their situation, call this one, they fall in love each other in the first time, and then when they are together sometimes, like that change. So that's why mostly said, you have to love yourself also, not because
Well,
something like that.
the crazy thing is that even meeting in person doesn't guarantee anything. Like I said, you might not hit it off, you might not whatever. Uh,
Hmm.
but I mean, I know I've heard at least one story where the guy has come over there, met the girl, everything's cool and everything, but he has to come back here because he has to work. And so he gets back here and he tells her to go out find some property so they can build a house on it, and sends her a bunch of money because they've met in person, so everything is a okay. And he sent her a bunch of money, and everything isn't a okay, you know, because even when he was there, he didn't do his due diligence. Um, you know, she had a foreigner, a Filipino boyfriend, and he didn't know it.
Oh,
You know, so he still lost money because he sent her money to buy property, a house, build a house, and everything, and it never happened. So just because you meet in person doesn't mean it's 100% given. It's like anything in life. If I'm dating a girl here in the United States, let's say, She could have a boyfriend hidden around the corner. I wouldn't know it. Real easy to do, and it's the same for guys. Guys do that same thing to girls. So nothing's given in life. You just have to take what you have and deal with it and learn from it, and hopefully you work it out, and hopefully it works out. Um, you and I go through our ups and downs, and we're 8,000 miles away. There's days we don't agree with each other and stuff like that. So, but that's a learning process too, and it's going to be different when I come over there to see you. It's going to be different because now I'm living the life of the Filipinas that I've never done before. So it's going to be a different atmosphere for me. It's
Yeah.
going to be getting used to everything, not only the weather but everything else. Um,
Yeah.
the living conditions are
Big
different and everything
adjustments.
else. So you know, uh, but you can't stop believing in it. That's the way,
Yeah.
just the way I feel
That,
about it. You still, if you can learn as much as possible, you're never going to be prepared for the real thing. Um,
yeah.
you never, I'm never going to be prepared for the real thing when I come over there until I come over there and see it for myself. Um, but you talk me to a lot of things and telling me everything about how things are and stuff. I don't think you've laid back at all. You've told me everything. Uh, how the living conditions
Mhm.
are everywhere and stuff like that, and what to look for and how much this costs and everything. So, yeah, it's going to be a big eye opener when I get there and see everything up close and personal. That's expected. That's expected, you know. But there's just so many people out there saying LDRs are no good. LDRs are no good. I don't believe in LDRs. You can't do that. Well, that's fine. Okay, I have no
Mhm.
problem with that. You have your opinion, uh, but you know, to there's a lot of people that walk around it, especially knowing you and I are in the LDR, and they'll say it.
Yeah.
They won't say it to my face, but they say it around me. They'll say it in the chat about, oh, LDRs are stupid. I don't know why people were in it, and then they know I'm in the chat. So how about
Mhm.
say it? Just say it to my face, Scotty. You're stupid for being in LDR, and let's have a discussion about it. We ain't got to be assholes to each other,
Mhm.
but let's open a discussion about it. And I'll tell you how I feel about it. From what I've learned about it, I've been in this is my second LDR. Just like a dating
Mhm.
process here in the States. If I was dating girls here in the United States, you go out on dates and you talk to each other for 6 months, whatever it is. You don't after a while you close out and don't like each other or fall apart and you end a dating process and you find somebody else to start over. LDR is the same way. If you treat it the right way, you're going to learn the process. You're going to watch for red flags that they call, but that's on both sides. She has to watch for red flags, and I have to watch for red flags. Um, until we meet in person, and then we could find out what's going on. But you know, it, everybody yells about Filipinas scamming, but there's foreigners scamming too. And the other thing is, you got to remember, I come over there to see Lynn in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Lynn's still not going
Yeah.
to know if I'm telling the truth here in the United States because she's never been here. So
Same
who,
goes to you. Mhm.
right? So who's the right here? Everybody's like, well, you got to go over there. Okay, I'm going to go over there and see her. That's half of the situation, but she doesn't know if I've been telling the truth over here in the United States.
Mhm.
So, you know, everybody keeps blaming the Filipinas, and it's not entirely the Filipinas' fault. It's both. It's both, and both have to learn to
Yeah.
watch for red flags and everything like
Mhm.
that. Frustrates the hell out of me when they say that all the time. You got to go over there because they'll be scamming you. You know what? Both of them could be scamming. And only half the
Yeah.
truth is gonna come out because the guy's coming over there to see her, so she's not learning whether he's telling the truth or not, because she's not coming over here to see him. So
Uh-huh.
how about
Yeah.
turning it around like that, you know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
always blame it on the Filipino, it could be the guy too scamming. So
Yeah, yeah.
it just
You're right.
frustrates the hell out of me when they do that.
So it means you believe in LDR.
Yeah, I believe in LDR if you do it the right way and don't, you got to
Yeah,
treat it just like
me
you
too.
do
I
if you're
believe in it.
dating somebody there in personal. Like if you were there in Philippines dating somebody personal, you got it same way on the LDR.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. I believe in LDR. But yeah, I think LDR. It's hard because we are far each other. But later on, you observe and you learn a little bit. Not like when you are together, but yeah, I believe in the LDR also.
Okay. So I mean, it's like the question is on the title. If you don't believe in LDRs, do you believe in us?
Oh yeah.
We have YouTube friends that tell us I don't believe in LDRs. Okay, so does that mean you don't believe in what we're doing? Come out and say it. Don't be afraid. Tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see a
Yeah, I
lot of
can
a lot of
comment.
our YouTube people we know say that, but they don't go the extra minute and say, and we don't believe in you because you're an LDR. If you don't believe in LDR, then apparently you don't believe in what me and Lynn are doing. So don't act like you do. If you do believe in me,
Uh-huh.
what me and Lynn are doing, then you're wrong for what you're saying because you believe in LDR. So which way is
Uh-huh.
it? That's all I'm saying. Which way is it? You can't have both because me and Lynn are in LDR.
And that's their opinion. Yeah. Cannot place people. That's their opinion side or what's called that one. But yeah, it depends on the situation.
Well, and I
Because
saw somebody
you,
else. I saw somebody say in a live chat. They said that well, the foreigner needs to come over here and stay with her at her house to know if she's telling the truth or not. He needs to go to her house so he could see how she lives, see she has no boyfriend, and talk to her neighbors and get to know her like that. Really? You expect Lynn should invite me into her house, not knowing who I am, other than talking LDR, and she has two kids, and she should just invite any guy into her house? Well, you need to come stay with
mm,
me so you can see how I live. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a safe idea. That's just my opinion.
okay.
Yeah, the guys can come to your house and see how you live and everything and visit with you, but to stay in your house, I don't think that's a great idea. Just because you don't
Oh
know
yeah,
each
it's not.
other, I don't think it's a good idea, especially if you have kids, to invite somebody into your
Yeah.
house to stay there and you don't know each other yet.
Of course, it's a different what's called topic that one. Because you are no, you are your friends in YouTube like that and stay the house something proper.
Right.
Maybe visit like that and few hours, 3 hours to stay like that. It's
Right.
fine, but stay it's different. That's another different question, something like that.
It's another what?
If you have like that, this guy who went here in my house and he stay like that here, I think it's a different. It's not sounds like it's not proper
Yeah. Yeah.
stay
I
here.
agree. I agree.
Maybe visit. Yeah, it's fine. No
Well,
problem
yeah.
about
I mean,
visit.
come over and stay with you during the day and stuff while you work at your store and stuff like that. That's fine. But I think to stay all the time, I don't think is a great idea. And you still got to get to know each other yet. So, um, especially the guy's going to have a Airbnb or whatever he's going to rent. So, um, I just don't think it's a safe thing to do until you get to know who the guy is. You know,
No, it's not same things to do like that for me.
right?
Because me especially me, I don't know those guys. They have a. yeah, we didn't uh, stay negative, but yeah, of course, we are different country, different cultures like that,
Mm.
and we don't know what's his behavior or something like that. So I think that's fine. Is it like those day, but not to stay, something like that.
Yep.
Even
Okay.
LDR, I think in the first meet, even LDR first meet, would stay here. How about you? You want to stay here? When we first meet and you stay here,
Well, no, I
and
told you, you know,
something like that.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
and we've talked about that, and I said, no, I got to,
yeah,
I'll get an Airbnb the first time I come over there, and then you can work from that. But I just don't think it would be a great idea for even you to meet me at the airport and we go back to your house and stay there right from the get go. I don't,
okay.
I don't think it's, especially you got
Because,
kids in the house. You don't know who you're bringing in the house and stuff like that.
mm,
So I
yeah,
stay at
mm,
Airbnb. I get air conditioning and
sure. Uh-huh.
all right. Well, thanks everybody for
Okay.
letting us rant on this one. So, like I said, LDRs, if you agree with them, that's fine. If you've never been in one, you don't know what
That's
it's like. Uh, but don't sit there and say I don't believe in LDRs. Uh,
yeah, they have
and
people some says like
but then you
that.
don't want to tell the people that you know are in LDRs. Well, yeah, I believe in yours. Well, it ain't no different. I mean, we're all YouTube friends here. None of us know each other from Adam or Eve. So, but anyway, thanks for stopping by, watching the
Okay,
video.
guys.
Hope you understand what we're talking about. And
Mm.
I'll let Lynn say the goodbyes.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any suggestion or comment about our topic, you can comment. Yeah, we are open about this. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and hope you are in a good situation right now. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you on next vlog. God bless everyone.
God bless everybody.